Hi ladies, it's Dawn. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Dawn and I am a 51-year-old mother of four. I've been happily married for 23 years. I'm a registered nurse and I like domestic things. I like cleaning my house, organizing my house, making things a little more beautiful than they were when I got there. And I also love animals. So if you are into these kinds of things, you might want to subscribe and stick around and we can go through this journey through our middle-age years together. So anyway, today's video is something different. I don't usually do dupe videos. I don't think I've ever done a dupe video before. I think I've shown dupes before in other videos, but I've never just done a video that's beauty dupes. And I know that a lot of ladies do them and I really appreciate them. So I do look for dupes all the time when I love a product and it's expensive, or if there's something that's just not right about it, I do try to find a dupe for it. And I do have several products right here that I thought I would do my first dupe video for you. And I have some products I may have mentioned before, but many I have not. So I might have to put my glasses on and off for this because, like I said, I'm 51 and my eyes do not lie. You know, you can do all the skincare you want, but when your eyesight goes, it goes. So anyways, I have my reading glasses here and so let's get started. So the first product I wanted to share with you is a favorite product of mine. It's my absolute favorite stick foundation and it's from Lancôme and it is the Tint Idol. If you've been following me, then you know that I've tried so many stick foundations. I've tried the Tarte, I've tried Makeup Forever, I've tried MAC, I've tried lots of drugstore. I tried Clean Beauty, Well People, Vapor. I was really into stick foundations. When I found this one, I was like, stick foundations are really great. Well, I learned that they are not all created equal and very few of them work on my skin. I do have a combination oily skin type, which is becoming more normal as I'm aging. And I do use exfoliants and Retin-A and A313 on my skin, so I do get dry patches. So my skin is kind of a little bit of everything, which does make it hard to find a good stick foundation. But the one that has never failed me is the Tint Idol from Lancôme. I love this, but it's $47 and you can see I'm getting to the end of the third one that I've purchased. And they last me, if I wear them every day for a while, it could take me about 2-3 months to get through this. I do rotate my foundations like nearly every day, so it does last a little longer, but I did look high and low for a dupe for it. And the dupe that I found is probably no big surprise. It's from L'Oreal. L'Oreal does own Lancôme, and it's the Infallible Stick Foundation. And what is great about this is that it comes in the exact same color. So, and I'll link my colors below. So the color of the Lancôme, I hope you can see that in the lighting, and the color of the Infallible look exactly the same on my skin. So it's a great match and they have the same amount of creaminess. They just wear exactly the same to me. I have heard one person say that they thought they had to use more of the Infallible than they do of this. That has not been the case for me. If I put this on, I don't need to really touch it up all day long for like a good 8 to 10 hour day. I don't notice it wearing off any sooner than this one. So I think that this is a near identical dupe. Speaking of foundations, the It CC cream, this is a favorite of so many of us. And in the summer months, I like it because it has the high SPF of 50 in it. So that's really great. You know, you've got some sun protection on right away during your day and you can just add on over it. What I like to do is add on a little powder sunblock to reapply during the day. But the It CC is very popular and it's a little bit pricey. I think it's about $48 for a tube, but I will tell you this tube you'll have forever and ever and ever. It takes forever to get through a tube of this. So it's kind of worth the price. Whereas like the Lancôme stick, you just burn through those. But I did find some inexpensive dupes that I really, really like. And the closest one is the number 7 Protect and Perfect Advanced All-in-One Foundation. It's hydrating, age-defying, medium coverage, just like this, and it has an SPF of 50, exactly like this. So this is the closest dupe that I could find. But a second runner-up that I really like, when I was looking for an exact dupe for this, and I found this, I was comparing it to some other ones, and I found one that I like a lot, but it only has an SPF of 30, which is still pretty good. And this is the Physicians Formula Natural Defense Foundation. And this also has like skin loving ingredients in it. It is a little more sheer, so it's not as much of a medium coverage as these two, which a lot of us really like in the summertime when it's hot. And it just is a broad spectrum sunblock 30, and I have it in fair to light. And it comes with a little pump, which is really handy. And the number 7 Protect comes with a squeezy tube. So I actually kind of like the pump dispenser of the Physicians Formula a little bit better. So I had said in a video, and I'm gonna say it again, I normally will repurchase this when I run out, but this summer I'm not going to, because I have 2 really great options that perform nearly exactly the same. So there's that. Okay, I've got a lot of foundations today. This one I won't spend any time on at all because I reviewed this, and I'll link the video below if you're interested. But a favorite foundation of mine is the Lancôme Renergie Lift Makeup, and this is for a mature woman like myself. Like I said, I'm 51 years old, and lifting and brightening are the things that I really focus on. I don't have a lot of wrinkles, but I feel like neither does my mom. I feel like my skin will sag before it will wrinkle. So I'm always looking for those ingredients that kind of help build up your collagen and your elastin. And I know it's just a foundation. You need it in your skincare too. And I do incorporate it into my skincare. But the Visible Lift from L'Oreal, another one. L'Oreal does such a great job of duping Lancôme, and they probably use nearly exact ingredients in a lot of their products since L'Oreal owns Lancôme. But I'll link that video below, but the color is exact. They perform exactly the same way. In that video, I have one on one side of my face and the other on the other side of my face, and you cannot tell the difference. They wear for the same length of time. They don't break down. They're both really, really good foundations. So the next product is gonna be my Lancôme Renergie Lift Multi-Action Lifting and Firming Skincare, and it has an SPF of 30. This is pricey, and I hate to spend the money on it. So I have been looking for a dupe for it for over a year. I've tried pretty much everything I could get my hands on. I've tried Olay, I've tried L'Oreal, I've tried Pond's, I've tried Burt's Bees, I've tried, you know, and I'm looking at cheaper price points. I know that there's other products that are probably dupes that cost a lot too, so I'm not considering those. But the closest I could find is surprisingly not L'Oreal. L'Oreal does have a very close dupe, and it's their Revita Lift. And this is the SPF of 30, and this is really nice too. It's similar in a lot of ways. Actually, it is a very, very close dupe, but I found one that I like slightly more. I'm just seeing, I can't really detect a fragrance, but I do think it has a light fragrance. And the one that I actually like a little more is the Olay Micro Sculpting Cream. And this also has an SPF of 30, and it comes in a pump. So in terms of packaging, they're the same. You know what I mean? They all 3 have really nice packaging. These are drugstore prices. So you can get coupons at Walgreens. You know, I think they're like around $20, whereas this is like $100. So you're getting the same high SPF, you're getting very similar ingredients to kind of lift and build collagen, and they're really great products. And so I like to put these products on first thing in the morning. Before I even go downstairs by the windows, I just wash off my nighttime skincare with a gentle cleanser, apply a little of my brightening serum, and then I put this over it, and that's all I do for daytime skincare. And then while I was on the bandwagon searching for products that I would love as much as the Lancôme, I also like this is a thicker and heavier cream, and this is the Renergie Lift Multi-Action product, and it's also lifting and firming, and it's a thicker cream. And I like the one in the bottle better because I don't like such a thick and heavy cream. But for you dry skinned gals out there, you would love this. So I have a dupe for you for that. And it's the Olay Regenerist Micro Sculpting Cream. And I remember even before I had a YouTube channel, this was like an Angie from Hot and Flashy's favorites. And, you know, she does great reviews. And see, it's a thick cream too. It's nearly identical in the way that it applies. It's got the lifting and the firming ingredients. And the funny thing is that when you see someone who's on YouTube and you know that they're trying a lot of products all the time, you think that they have like some superior knowledge or access to products, like celebrities, we think that. But that's not necessarily true, because I have girlfriends that aren't on YouTube. They don't focus on beauty the way that I do, or focus on skincare and products, and they look better. You know what I mean? I've got a couple girlfriends that when I'm even out with them, I'm kind of like, you know, because they just turn heads. They're absolutely stunning. And I'll ask them, well, what do you use? And one of my girlfriends is like, Olay. You know, she just goes to the drugstore and buys her skincare. She's like, what else would I do? So it's just funny that, you know, we think we need to have like La Mer, these $100 creams. We don't. You all know I will probably always buy this because this has my heart. It's the Drunk Elephant Proteini Peptide Cream. I got this about 8 months ago, and I use it very regularly as my moisturizer over my A313, over my Trentanoian. I use it. It's kind of like my go-to moisturizer before using this one. And I still love this one too, but I don't know. I love the way that this dispenses. I think in my mind, I just built this product up for so long and I wanted to get it, but I wouldn't spend the money. It's like $68. And so I held off and held off and held off. And then when I finally got it, I was like, oh, the Proteini Polypeptide Cream is mine. And so it's kind of like a prized possession. I think in my mind, I build it up probably more than it needs to be. But Andalou Naturals, I talked about Andalou Naturals ad nauseum on my channel when I was doing clean beauty only, because I love their products, and I still use these clean beauty brands all the time, even though now I'm using some conventional brands too. This is a light moisturizer like the Polypeptide Proteini. It's not as light, but it's very sheer and light. And that's what I like about it. Like, whereas the Olay or the Lancôme is very thick. So you might need more moisturization than this, but since I do get oily skin from time to time and I don't tend to dry out my skin very much with exfoliants, I don't need a very heavy moisturizer. And so I like and prefer a lighter moisturizer. So the polypeptide cream is wonderful for that. If you need more and you like Drunk Elephant, you might want to try the Lala cream. I think that's what it's called, the Lala cream. But the Andalou cream is amazing, and it's loaded with peptides as well. So I think they're dupes. If you're a fan of MAC lipsticks, you've probably heard of Velvet Teddy. It's a classic at MAC, and I was very happy to find the mini size of Velvet Teddy. It's a matte, that's why it's called Velvet. And it looks like this. It's your rosy kind of brown, really pretty, and it's flattering on just about everyone. Well, I looked, these are $19 for the full size. If you can get the mini, that's great. But I was looking for a dupe for it, and I found two Revlon colors that are very, very close. Not exact, but very close. So you've got your Velvet Teddy, and then you have this color that is also a matte, and it's called Dare to Be Nude. This one's a little bit rosier, but they look very similar when they're on your lips. And then I found a color that's even closer, but it's not a matte, and this one is called Bare Affair. And so it's a rosier color, but it's more of a cream, but it's really beautiful on. So if you love Velvet Teddy and you don't want to spend $19 on the full size, you could try these. And I know they're not exact, but they're pretty darn close. And I also have another one from Milani called Dolce Carmelo that is very, very close as well. And this one is not a matte, but this one's the rosiest one of the three. So it looks nearly identical, but just not the matte finish. So I didn't find an exact dupe, but I found really, really close choices. And I guess I wanted to share those with you because I've been wearing all three of them and I really, really like them. So I found 3 great lipstick colors that I really like while looking for a dupe for Velvet Teddy. Sometimes when you go on an adventure like that, you end up finding other things that you like more. So I actually like the drugstore ones better than Velvet Teddy. Velvet Teddy kind of dries out my lips a little bit, or it makes it appear drier, and I don't like that. Okay, same thing. I've got a close dupe for a cult classic from NARS, and this is their Orgasm Blush. Your summertime peachy pink. It's got that beautiful shimmer in it, and this is supposed to be flattering on everyone. Well, you probably have tried this too, but I think it looks nearly identical on, and it's the Milani Luminoso, and it's the same thing. Your kind of shimmery peachy pink. When you turn it in the light, you can see, and when you wear them, actually, this is more pigmented than this. When I apply this with a makeup brush, I have to go in a few times, but this one I don't. It's more pigmented. So I really think that this is the product that I would continue buying no matter what. I think it's just, in my opinion, a better product. I wanted to share one more thing that you might really like, and it is by NARS. I have not found a dupe for this, and it's one of these things. It's also Orgasm, but this is like the cream kind of highlighter blush. It's pigmented enough to wear as a blush, but it has a lot of highlight in it. You can see I put the Luminoso, and here I put the Orgasm. You can hardly see it. So anyways, this is the highlighter blush, and for summertime it just gives you that really pretty glow. So I wanted to mention that product. I don't have a less expensive dupe that is close enough yet. I'm looking, but I can't find anything close enough that I would share with you to say buy this instead. But if I find something, believe me, I'll let you know. If you're a fan of Too Faced Better Than Sex, which my daughter Paulina is, that's her favorite mascara, the L'Oreal Lash Paradise is a near exact dupe for it. And I told Paulina that, and so she ran out of her Better Than Sex. So I got her the L'Oreal one, and she agrees with me. So she's perfectly happy wearing Lash Paradise. I don't own that. I gave her my Lash Paradise in exchange for a new mascara that I am loving, the Lash Stiletto. I've never tried this one before, and I think this is like a new favorite mascara. I have it on right now. But I also have a dupe for the Lancôme Monsieur Big, and this was a favorite of mine if I want that va-va-voom, you know, going out on a date with my husband, and I just want to look like I'm wearing false lashes, and I don't want to flake, and I don't want to smear, and do any of those things that we don't like our mascara to do. I have a new drugstore favorite, and it is the Voluminous Carbon Black. We all have known and loved this, but use it with the primer. Get the set. It doesn't come in a set, I don't think, but they're sold near each other, and it's still way less than buying 1 tube of the Monsieur Big. So definitely check that out. If you like a big, lush, false eyelash look, I hope you'd really enjoy that. And I think that's all I have for you today. This video is getting really long, so I'm gonna end it here. Do you like dupe videos? Do you want me to share more of them? Or are you kind of like, yeah, Dawn, no. This is boring. Let me know. I need your feedback because I want to give you what you want to watch. So thank you for spending some time with me. And if you have any great dupes that I need to know about, let me and everyone else know down in the comment section. And I hope you all have a very blessed and beautiful day. I'll see you next time.